Hey team, Jen here. I am making this discussion board contribution to just kind of flesh out some thoughts that I'm having about the readings this week, and you can feel free to respond. That would be wonderful. You can also make a video of your own in response if you'd like. But anyway, every time that I read the letters between the Adamses, I always find myself reflecting on the dichotomy between the domestic sphere and the private sphere and that of political life. And I think that one thing that always comes to mind for me is the novel The Coquette by Hannah Webster Foster. And The Coquette, if you've read it before, is about this main character named Eliza Wharton. And the novel is comprised of letters. And it kind of sets this tone, I think, for American literature in which the epistolary genre is closely connected to the domestic sphere or domesticity. It definitely has this kind of privatized sense to it, almost this esoteric function. And I think it's interesting whenever I read the letters between the Adamses, I always find myself conflating those spheres and asking myself questions about where the crossovers happen between um, the domestic life and the public political life. So that's one thing I was hoping maybe that we could talk about this week in the forums is whether or not that crossover seemed apparent to you, and also, of course, if it seemed at all problematic. Are there things that are political that come through this domestic genre? And is that articulation interesting, problematic? Does it give us some fodder to make a fire with? I look forward to hearing your thoughts.